What was the very first movie to make you cry? The earliest I can think of is Pinocchio. When Geppetto is walking around in the rain looking for him. Have you ever watched Pinocchio as an adult and realized how fucked up it is? There's a scene with kids that become donkeys being kept on an island by some horrendous pedophile dude. Amongst other nightmare-inducing scenes. My girl. Man, I forgot about this. He can't see without his glasses. I was 4 years old when my family watched My Girl. At the time I considered death by bees not only terrifying, but also probably very painful. I can't describe the level of fear I experienced in that moment, but I was inconsolable. The never-ending story. Artax, crying face. That fucking turtle, it's his fault. When Atreyu yelled, "Why won't you try Artax?" and the horse just stood there sinking, I cannot express the panic I felt in that moment. Castaway, I shit you not, Lamau. I was like 7 and my basketball and football were 2 of my best friends as well, so I related to him screaming Wilson edit. It's nice to know that Castaway has made plenty of other people cry too, lol. I always felt weird about it. Castaway is my answer to lol. I was like 15 though. Hanks is just a great actor, Lamau. The Green Mile. Percy was one of the only fictional characters that I can say I legitimately hated. And I don't generally hate anyone, lol. First and only movie for me. Homeward Bound, when Shadow makes it back. Beat me to it. I can still remember my chest convulsing in sobs. Or when Peter is watching Shadow from the back window of the van while they drive away from the farm, frown. The Iron Giant, I remember watching it on VHS for movie night and then spending the rest of the night sad as hell. You stay. I go. No following. Me and my sister watched it one time and we were sobbing by the end of the movie. Made me really sensitive to the word Superman, lol. Bambi. I can't believe it took me this long to find this. As far as I know, this was the first movie I ever saw. And I lost it. Could not stop asking my mom what happened to Bambi's mom. Like, kept asking. For a long time. Years. The Rugrats movie. I was probably around 4 and the orange movie was in my Easter basket. I was so excited. Halfway through I become distraught. The scene of Tommy cuddling Dill up under a cave during a thunderstorm made me lose it. I was convinced the kids were going to die, their parents were going to be looking for them forever, etc. I pretty much had a panic attack and was crying to my mom, "Why would the Easter Bunny give me this movie? It is so sad." We laugh about it now. I remember crying pretty hard in the cinema when it looked like Spike had gave his life fighting the wolf. Y'all know about Rugrats in Paris? All the shit with Chucky's mom made me sob. The answer is going to be The Land Before Time for a lot of people. I didn't cry until my 3-year was watching it. Littlefoot runs up to his dead mom and kept begging, "Mama, wake up." For like 5 minutes. Why would the writers do that? Yes. I watched it while I was pregnant after not seeing it for years, and it destroyed me. Watched it with my 2-year-old about 4 months ago, and it ruined me. I cannot watch this movie again in this lifetime. It kills me when Littlefoot thinks his shadow is his mom and he just keeps saying mother. I am Sam. I was like 12 and cried so much my sister still makes fun of me for it. I'm 30 now. Forrest Gump. The older I get, the sadder it gets too. I used to only cry when he was talking to Jenny's grave. After becoming a parent, I now also lose it when he asks Jenny, "Is he smart?" Or, the self-awareness he shows and immediate fear you feel for your child when they're born is just ugh. That movie gets me twice, once with Bubba and then again with Jenny. Grave of the Fireflies. Literally the only film I've ever cried at. And it wasn't good, inconspicuous crying. It was ugly, buckets of snot sobs. I seen it like 20 years ago. Still refuse to watch again. I can't remember mine, but I can remember my daughter's. A Little Princess. I loved that movie as a kid, but it also fucked with me. That one and A Secret Garden. I remember sitting in my room watching that with my mom and, even though I had read the book, absolutely sobbing when her father didn't recognize her and she was being dragged away. My mom didn't understand why I was crying so much Lamau, but it was a doozy. Big Fish. My dad's a big storyteller, so it hit home. That ending scene still kills me. That one got me too hard. A bunch of people I had heard of but never met came to my dad's funeral. I watched it about 2 years after he died and I just lost it. Wall-E. I, 24 at the time, cried watching that. My, then 20, brother looked at me, said it's a Disney movie, they're not going to kill the robot. But he doesn't remember. Y'all ever seen Watership Down? My dad read this to me when I was little, and had me watch the cartoon. I was horrified, but despite that, Watership Down has remained one of my favorite books. I loved the Netflix remake, though my son was entirely bored by it. There go my dreams of passing the animal carnage on to the next generation. Fox and the Hound. She literally drove away without her cat in that car. Frown. Fox, but yeah, I know. I remember bawling my eyes out in my basement because of that movie. Same. I was never the same. Dumbo. Still makes me cry. Same. For me it's his mom singing to him from Elephant Jail. I haven't got the nerve up to watch the remake yet because they used that song in the trailer. Yo, on the real? Fuck that movie. At first you're all like, okay, this is tight, flying elephant, pink elephants on parade, this shit is cool. Then that mom in jail scene hits you and you turn into a blubbering mess. Classic flick, but that scene is rough. Don't bully me, but click. Yeah, the Adam Sandler movie. Hey, that scene was tough, man. I also cried when he told his dad he knew the trick and you could see how sad his dad was. Subscribe for more hot Reddit takes in your inbox, guaranteed.